Mm-mm. Okay, what's up, guys? Mark from Diashini here. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What's up, American boy? What's up, Italian rooster? Rockstar. What's up, Andreas? All right, so like all the other days, what's up, Julian? What's up, James? Mm. Okay, I'm listening to some music. Let me turn this shit off. What's up, Fancy? Fancy? What's your real name? What's up, BTM? Fancy, what's your real name, motherfucker? What's up, Shay? I like the fact that people say that they finally caught me live. American boy, what's up? What's up, Tori? Yeah, American. I work with Paul. I'm going in this live. I'm not going to threaten you, motherfuckers, with herpes. What's up, Medina? What's up, DJ Destiny? DJ Destiny. So first of all, before I start, like my video, pretty please. DJ Destiny. What's up, Hussein? So DJ Destiny, I have tax exempted Walmart and Amazon. Yeah, all the dudes that dislike my shit is gonna get testicular cancer. But I'm not okay, you know what I mean? Like all you motherfuckers. So I have tax exempt, so I don't pay sales tax in most of the states. Fancy, get it, dude. Like you're 14 years old and you're fucking drop shipping on eBay. When these motherfuckers think it's hard. Thanks, Medina. Okay, Fancy, that's cool. Is Paul reliable to buy the course? Dude, so the reason why, so Paul's course is solid, right? The reason why I tell you guys to buy it, that's one of the places that gives out exact step-by-step how to get tax exempt for Walmart, Amazon, and Home Depot. And like no other course that I know of has that. And I offer a service to do tax exempt. So I sell no courses, so. Good job, EJ. Exactly. You're making 10%. It's just sniping, right? So, guys, the competition is going to be a little different today. So, if you want to win a free DSGenie, I need you guys to go over, jump on Instagram, no BS drop shipping. And even if you're watching this after it's live, right? American boy from Denmark. Let me just, that would help you a lot, but it doesn't, I don't think he covers how to incorporate. So that would really, the sponsored listing snipers coming this week. That's why I'm covering how to snipe sponsored listings today. So guys, if you want to win DSGenie, jump over to Instagram. And I just put the fucking name on Instagram, no BS drop shipping, all in one word. I need you guys to follow me and just comment on any image. I want DSGenie, and I'll choose one of you guys to fucking I'll choose one of you guys to win. Do you know the difference between an individual account and a business account? My wife opened a new individual account and I start off with 1,000 listens and 25,000 monetary limit. So Kevin, the reason, what I've seen when people start off with that 25,000 or 1,000 limit, once all their information is verified. So if chances are your wife is American or in the US and has a social security number. So once that stuff is verified, that's usually the base limit that eBay starts off. So if you never had an account before, if everything checks out, eBay will start you off with 1,000 listings and 25,000. I just have to make the call, Fancy. Fancy, if you have a cell phone, send me a message with your cell phone number and I'll just text you as soon as I'm ready. Kevin, if you verify your information, they should give you the same limit. What limit did they give you? Call them and ask them for an increase. Some of the reasons why the rate accounts as risky, they don't tell you. So I'm going to show you guys how I snipe sponsored listings. Right, if call them again, they'll take a little while. Some motherfucker just commented on one of my other videos. Why would I put down other dropshippers? This cunt clearly didn't watch your fucking video. Because it's a video about Paul. Branch out. Branch out, fuck you. Actually, you know what? Let me respond to him on the fucking live. This dumb cunt. He just fucking commented. The fuck? It's not the free listings he's talking about. He's talking about his selling limit. The fuck? Some people just get higher limits. What's up, Mark? Would you mind setting up an EIN account right away on LLC? Greg, if you're in the US, don't bother to set up an LLC right away. But if you're not in the US, yes. If you're outside the US, it would be advantageous to set up an LLC immediately. DJ Destiny, if you've been an eBay seller before and you fucking just started dropshipping, that is perfect. How long have you been dropshipping? I see Paul is live right now also. Dude, send a text message to this number. I'm putting this shit. It's on the fucking chat. Text me on that number. It's a US number. So guys, there's 44 people on this motherfucker. Like my video, please. And if you're a dude and you dislike my video, you're gonna get testicular cancer. I'll tell Paul what's up. Yeah. I see a lot of people talking about that shit. I haven't been sued, and no one in DSHNE have been sued, so I haven't really looked into that. I try not to get distracted by that type of shit. That's just me personally. I would address some things and not address other things. What's up, King Carlos? Dude, if you complaining about free fucking listings, you clearly didn't buy a fucking cheap ass seller account. You should buy a fucking store so you wouldn't be complaining about 20 free listings. Nah, Kevin, I can't. I'm not gonna change that number. It's a Google Voice number, but it's connected to my tablet. So Greg, if you order everything online, you wanted to know if to don't form an LLC. It's not necessary. If you drop shipping a good amount, it would be advantageous because you would get fucking tax. You could get tax exempt. Mark, I don't have a store, but I can list 190. Fancy, fuck you. Get a store. Like, you're giving up free fucking money and you're lowering the ability for you to compete with other dropshippers just because you're being a cheap ass. Fine, it's perfect that you started a month ago. How many listens have you had out so far? DJ, are you sniping or all right, sweet. Thanks, Mr. Virginia. Are you sniping? Ah, nice. Yeah, they all motherfuckers want testicular cancer, clearly. All right, so if y'all have any questions, I want to jump on and start showing you guys the shit. So some of you guys have seen this before, but I want to go through specifically and show you how I snipe sponsored listings. It's really about counterfeit shit. Yeah, dude. So, all right, let me tell you something. When I see people get sued and it doesn't make much sense, I just don't pay it any mind. To be honest, like maybe I'm selfish, maybe I'm an idiot, call me a cunt, but all that shit that just doesn't seem. I have 1 + 1 = 2 tattooed on my hand because a lot of people see 1 on 1 and see fucking 100, 1011 or some shit. So once things don't add up, my mind is like, bloop. And that lawsuit shit didn't add up for me. And remember, I have that fucking group on the dropshippers with 45,000 fucking people. So to see all that noise every day is annoying as fuck. Anyway, so I am going to show you guys the fucking hell that I went through so I shared my sales on Instagram a few weeks ago, right? Since April 19th, I've been able to hit BTM. Again, if you guys want, I bought it and Gmail account is the same. If you guys want before I get into the sponsored listings thing, if you guys want DSUNI for free to enter the competition, just jump over on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, no BS drop shipping. Whether you hear Juni live or you see this on the recorded version, just jump over there and comment on the last image. I want DSUNI, and I'll choose one of you guys. Universal Success DSUNI currently does not have a limit to how many items it tracks. The other message, some people do optimizing. Sweet. All right, sweet. All right, so yeah. I went through hell when this whole April 19th thing changed, my sales dropped a bit, 20-30%, nothing crazy. And my thing was I was losing my mind. Dwayne, what did you ask? I bought a stealth account and Gmail account is disabled. What should I do? I don't mess with stealth accounts anymore, dude. Who did you buy the stealth account from? It's not herpes anymore, it's testicular cancer. I list my own shit, me personally. I don't use VAs to list. But I don't have to list a lot anymore. So yeah, guys, let me show you the shit. Let me just, how is this expensive? So let me just give you the rundown. That will answer your question, Fancy. So when this April 19th thing happened, sales dropped a bit. So I have one account where I only list expensive shit. I have another account where my biggest account, I was mainly selling from Sears and Kmart, but I wanted to scale, I wanted to find a strategy. What's up, Tanda? To double my sales, especially in the mess when everyone is saying that like you get in less traffic, right? So what eBay is trying to do is make more money. To make more money, sponsored listings is the game they're playing, right? So I'm playing the fucking game. I'm playing on the platform. So I need to play the game eBay is playing. So what I have now is my biggest account has about 500 regular listings and 450. Mr. Medina, go on fucking Instagram and comment that shit. Gamer also. If you go check me on Instagram and comment on a video, I want DSUNI. That's how you enter the competition. Anyway, so my main account has about 500 regular listings and 400 and something sponsored listings, and I was able to cross $200,000 sales in a month, right? I posted this sales image on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, so you could go check that shit out on my Instagram at no BS dropshipping, all one word. So what the process of sniping sponsored listings in a pain in the ass. So let me explain what the rules, what type of sponsored listings I'm looking for, and then I will show you guys how I found it, how long it took, and then you guys are fucking lucky motherfucking cunts, because once you I always get pissed because I always do the shit since I started DSGenie. All I did was I figured out how to do the shit manually, then create software to fucking do the manual shit faster, and then sell you guys the software. And then you fucking cunts come telling me that the software is too expensive and $150 on this bullshit, when I'm the dumb cunt spending hours trying these strategies out, and my hours are worth more than $150 an hour. So in this, what I'm going to show you guys now, how to snipe sponsored listings. But before we get there, I'll explain what type of sponsored listings I want. So I want items that are generally $100 and above. That's one. I want items that successfully sold, so they can't be just sponsored listings and didn't sold. I want sponsored listings that successfully sold multiple times. That's two. And I want sponsored listings that successfully sold multiple times, and they have enough margin that I could boost my listing between 5% and 15% and still make a 10% profit. The reason why I want all those three different variables. So remember, I want items over $100, items that sold multiple times, not necessarily 4 times, because I'm still playing around with the metrics and sponsored listings. But most importantly, I want items that have enough margin that I can spend 5 to 15% and still make 10% profit. The reason for that last piece is because I like to have control of how much money I'm fucking making, and I'm going the extra mile that most cunts not gonna do. Most people, all they fucking do is just do a blanket of 1 to 5% sponsored listings. But the few of them that catch on and have a high percentage, I want to find them, spend a higher percentage on the competition, and get sales. So I'm explaining all of that and what I'm trying to get the sponsored listings, and then coming to show you guys, because the process of finding them manually, I went through this binge of a couple of weeks doing hours and hours and hours finding them manually, to now come and show Kwesi how to do them manually, and now we write software to do it. So before you get the software this coming week, you guys could do this manually. So let's start with mountain bike, men's mountain bike. My typical shit, right? Yeah, I'll stick with that. I'll do that again. I'll do another one after. So I'm showing you guys how I snipe sponsored listings. So I search for men's mountain bike, and what I'm looking for is a sponsored listing. Now, this actually started off while I was sniping normally. And when I see a sponsored listing, I just open it and see what happens. So this strategy, I just kind of came upon it when I was like looking for how could I systematically snipe sponsored listings. Now, we did this example before, and we chances are it's not a dropship item. So let's move forward. When I first saw this, I got excited because it's sponsored and it's sold 76 times, but it doesn't seem to be drop shipped. So let me move on. So what I'm doing is, I'm looking for a sponsored listing. This is a sponsored listing. I can't remember this one was drop shipped, but let me check real quick. And sorry if I don't answer your questions right now, but I need to focus to show you guys this shit. So again, this may not be a sponsored listing. This may not be drop shipped, sorry. So I see one on Amazon. And that's not the item. Let me see if I do a image search. Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to click that shit. This motherfucker has a YouTube video for the shit. The fuck? So let's not do that. I'm looking for image I could do an image search on. So this happened a few times. So I don't see any. So that may not be a dropship item. So I'm continuing. I want to find a dropshipped bike that's also sponsored. And then I use that to find the other sponsored listings. Ah, no, this is the same dude. I'm trying one more and then I was looking at another. Actually, let me do this. Cashback is the best cashback site. So remember, I'm not looking for any old thing. I'm looking for a sponsored one. Let me get comfortable. So this is sponsored. What else is sponsored? Here's another sponsored one right here. I don't like that sponsored one because it's the best offer. But there's a couple sponsored listings. If it seems like a needle in a haystack, it's because it's fucking, because you're not using software. This shit it's possible manually. Because, I mean, I've done it manually in the past. I find shit manually for you guys. But the reason why I sell fucking DSGenie is because this shit takes forever manually. I show you how it is manually so you can see how to do this shit. Anyway, let me find the shit. So remember, this item was sponsored, right? All I want to do is, it didn't sell, but all I want to do is make sure that it's a drop shipped item and it's sponsored. This is definitely a Walmart item. So right, so this is a Walmart item. It's being, let me make sure it's the same thing. Right. So what color is this shit? I need to get the price of this, the color that I'm looking at here. So that color is a funny looking color. Come on, Walmart website, stop fucking me up. So we know it's a dropship item, right? But that thing did not sell. But under this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. So I could open all of these that are also sponsored. They're also sponsored. The little tag here is sponsored. And I know that these guys are fucking drop shippers because it's the same item. Well, at least those two. It's the same item. I know from the price that this, chances are this is where they're getting it from, right? The first item that I found, I don't really give a fuck about it too much because because it didn't sell. What would be interesting is if one of these others sold. So if I check, let me see what results we got here. So this item sold 6 times and it was sponsored. So this will be interesting for us to check where it came from. So I'm going to leave that one open. This one didn't sell. This one sold 9 times. But the price of that is way too low. Because the cost of the item, let me check the cost of the item. The item costs 37 bucks. And selling it for 47 is not that profitable. Selling for 41 is even worse. But this is what I'm saying. The process of finding this thing is a long, tedious process. Like, I doubt this is very profitable, but I'll look for it, right? But the first one I found, this one, let me see if I find, let me see what's the deal with this one. Because remember, that was a sponsored listing, right? So on Walmart is 50 bucks. And this person sells it for 61. That's still not a lot of margin. So that is an example of one of those sponsored listings. The chances are they spend like 1 or 2%. So store, I still buy Walmart gift cards at 3% off sometimes. So the cost of the item is 49 bucks. You buy it now. It's 61. So this person is making 4 bucks. So I would not even sponsor that shit. I wouldn't even snipe that shit because remember, I'm talking about items over 100 bucks. So with this information, so what I have now is the name of the seller. So I take the seller and I view all his items. And this is what I'm doing manually. Guys, understand this. I would spend, and the reason why I could do this, Mark, does DSUNI allow us to put sellers on show items to snipe? Yeah, Natasha, DSUNI does do that. I'll do a video on that. So what I would do, okay, is I know this guy sponsors some of his items. So I need a drop shipper. So I'll open him up, order his listings by price, highest first, because I only want expensive items, okay? And I will just open these listings. Remember, I don't know if these things are sponsored yet, but wait, just give me a second. I don't really mess with fucking computers and stuff. That's why I'm skipping this stuff. Let me check that bed. Where's that fucking bed? So I would do this. I would do this for 3 or 4 hours just to find 1 or 2 sponsored listings I could snipe. Natasha, that's the whole point of DSUNI. I show you guys mainly manually because some of you guys don't have the money to buy DSUNI, but DSUNI speeds up this whole fucking process. So the whole purpose of me opening this item is not to really to snipe it, but to get other sponsored listings in the category. So I have this, that's $629, this, that is $647, and I'm systematically going through all these expensive items that are being sponsored. Yeah, fuck. There's a free trial for DSUNI Lite. There's not a free trial for DSUNI. The DSUNI full version is $15 trial. DSUNI Lite is a free trial. That's in the description, so you guys could check it out. But this is Overstock, so fuck him. So Overstock is selling beds on eBay. So this is Brute Margot. He did a sponsored listing here and it did not sell, right? So I'm not going to even snipe that. So I continue my search for sponsored listings, expensive sponsored listings that sell. And that's what I'm doing manually for hours at a time until I find an item with enough margin until I find an item with enough margin that's expensive that I can spend 5 to 15% on fucking So okay, so this is maybe a possibility, maybe not too sure yet, because we know that this item sold 4 times. It has been sponsored, but I don't know if it's, I have to find the source of the item. So I could do all of this shit. This is just from the description. This looks like a Walmart item, but I could do all this shit and still come up empty. That's the crazy thing about this sponsored listing thing, right? But let's just see if I find this shit. Sears and Kmart is a good place to sell from. I use them a lot. If I find a sponsored listing to list right now, this will be amazing. But I don't expect it. I'm not excited about it because who knows? So if you look at this is the same seller. Home Square. This is the same seller as eBay. Home Square. So maybe Home Square is a big hold on. Let me search for the image and see if I find. So that's what I'm doing. I'm starting off with a drop shipped. Hold on. Yeah, guys, 64 you motherfuckers watch this shit. Hit the like button. I'm systematically going through this shit and finding all these fucking items. But there's still no guarantee that this shit is going to be profitable. But this is a process I spent hours fucking doing. That's not even the same fucking bed. That's definitely. Let me see. But it's a good start. And some of these are similar, but I need that exact fucking bed. And chances are it's a dropship item, and that dude is just good at hiding what the fuck he's doing. What, the sponsored listing sniper? The sponsored listing sniper is ready this week. I'm just showing you guys how to do it manually. And the process sucks ass, right? I'm not saying like this is fun. But I want to give you guys a way to properly fucking make money, dude. Because a lot of you guys are fucking struggling. And that shit is nuts. What is interesting is this is that guy's only. What I could do also, hold on. I am very fucking curious. There's another fucking feature that's even crazier than the sponsor listing sniper. But so this chances are he bought this UPC. So this motherfucker is really serious about hiding where he got his shit from. So that makes me feel like it isn't a fucking dropship item, and I even more desperately want to find where he found the shit. But let me see if I find any of the others, because I opened a couple others. Like this was sponsored, right? But it didn't sell. So I used that to open. Let me open this one. And I just keep doing this until I find a profitable one. So the variables, you want to find drop shippers. You want to find drop shippers that you know are doing sponsored listings. And then you want to try look at the sponsored listings below the sponsored listing that you open. Insertion fees are paid before. The fuck? But I'm noticing that a lot of these sellers are very specific names. So, for example, Home Square. I wonder if Home Square has a website. Like, this makes me. Let me search all of this and see if I find something. No, that motherfucker was selling that shit on. He's everywhere. That motherfucker. No, this is by C-Max. So that item, let me see. Yeah, so that doesn't seem like a drop shipped item. But I just wanted to make sure because it fucking it's sold, right? So then I continue to fucking search. This is sponsored. This is sponsored. And when you guys like tell me it's taking a long time, a lot of times I go down this road and do these things long before I know if it works 100%. I just use logic, what I consider logic to do this, right? And it sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But this sniping strategy, sniping sponsored listings, brought me about $100,000 in sales after 60 days. Home Square again, close that shit. So the reason I'm showing you guys all this is because when we put out the sponsored listen sniper, what it would do is all you have to do is put in a fucking this one's sold, so I'm just gonna search it. I may not find it, but all you'll have to do is put in a seller, and DSGN will now just provide other provide sponsored listings that or only sponsored listings that sold. It would not, you wouldn't have to do the bullshit I'm doing manually, opening all the links and then trying to figure out if the shit sold. You see what I'm saying? So that's why post furniture. It's crazy to think about that money. I make 20K a year. I can't even, I don't even know what to tell you, dude, about that 20K a year. I made 20K last month. What's up, Eric? So Home Square doesn't seem to be a drop shipper. I don't think you guys are peasants. I said I got $100,000 worth of sales from the sponsored listing thing. I made about 10 or 15 grand. It took me 60 days to list enough sponsored listings to sell $100,000 extra. So in a month, in a full 30-day period, I sold like $230,000. 100 and something thousand was from sponsored listings, 100 and some thousand was from regular. So it took 60 days of sniping this way, hours every day, to get like, I was getting maybe like one sponsored listing an hour. That's what you guys have to understand. Like, I was fucking grinding through this shit. In that profit that month was close to 30 grand. So it's not like, so again, I do it for two things. I do this manual shit to figure out how to do it in the software, but I also have to make sure it works. So the reason, exactly, thanks, gamer. The reason I'm doing this shit manually for you guys is to show you what when it's in the now I'm realizing a lot of you new guys haven't seen the Ashini. Fancy, we'll figure it out after, dude. Chill. So it's just a pain in the ass. The reason why, so okay, let me tell you something else. I am not trying to give you guys my sponsored listings that I found, but let me fucking, fuck. Let me show you guys. Let me. X-Man, you only want to go for 10 to 12, like 10% margins on eBay. This is not Shopify. Shopify, you could go for those 45% margin. Becky goes for 40% margins optimizing. I don't. I stick to like 10% margin. There's 68 of you motherfuckers watch this shit. Like my video, please. It's not a bad like ratio. I mean, that's 45 likes. That's better than yesterday because I had a ton of this. I guess the live yesterday, people didn't want to get herpes. Or they were offended that I said they might get herpes. He might, right. He might have, so gaming goods. I figured he was a drop shipper only because he seems to be buying UPCs. I just don't have the patience to go. You know what? Guys, put that motherfucker. Fuck. Let me go see how much he's selling. Fuck all of you. I was trying to have a nice day and ignore that. Let me run him in Diashini. Yeah, so gaming, that's what he's a drop shipper, but I'm trying to have a nice calm day. Fuck you. Anyway, so let me this is funny. This dude sold 1,000 of those. Let me see if I get an expensive barbecue pit. That's too cheap. I'm looking for expensive barbecue pit that's sponsored. This is still too cheap, but I'll check it anyway. Hey man, I don't. I don't want you guys to beat me on that bullshit, to be honest. I have no opinion. Let me stick to finding some sponsored listings for you motherfuckers. And so one of you guys, no, but not, I will do the video with Diashini tomorrow. One of you guys commented earlier that this is like finding a needle in a haystack. And doing it in manually could seem like it's finding a needle in a haystack, but that's why we made the software so it would not be like finding a needle in a haystack. This motherfucker is definitely a drop shipper because he's fucking putting a watermark on every shit like he owns his shit, and clearly he doesn't. If you can't afford what, Wolf? Where's the description? Jesus Christ. Baby? Anda con el niño, ¿no? No sé, amor. From Groupon. Again, this dude has 65,000 feedback, so I wouldn't even waste my time there. I'm glad I'm doing this frustrating process live for you guys. So you guys who fucking... So that shit is sponsored but didn't sell. But I need to keep opening sponsored listings and find one that sold. People are commenting on my videos while I'm live. Jump on the fucking live and ask a question. Kevin, you mean the address to buy it or the address to log in? So this one, this might be an ideal thing. Yeah, I do. I have multiple Walmart accounts. Hold on. Let me just see if this is a drop shipped item because this one's sold. And it seems like a very fucking expensive barbecue pit. I only have 2 Walmart accounts actually, and they're both tax exempt. Let me see what item is this. Barbecue pit. So this brand, I've seen this before. This has 13,000. The thing is, I know this one. Yeah. Legendary store. Let me search. Hold on. We do have DSU for the UK, correct? Not DSU Lite. The full DSU for the UK is $7 trial and $100 a month. So check this shit out, right? So this is $190. And the item here is $235. So let me see. That's okay margin, but not a whole lot. $190, $235. So that's $16. This is another one of those people. So this is the thing. This is another one of those people that may be doing sponsored listings at like 1 or 2%. So you could do a shot in the dark and snipe it and add like 3 or 4%. But generally, I don't like doing that. I like to spend more than 5%. So I'll just continue fucking going. But what is interesting is that I know the cost of this now. So I could look down here and see if there's, look, this item is being sponsored at a higher price. And this is being sponsored by a higher price. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking for the same fucking item because I know how much it costs. I just want to see if there's someone else doing a sponsored listings of that same item and getting it sold. So for example, this is a perfect example. This dude is sponsoring the same item at $252. This is a dude more to my heart. So he's making $30 on this motherfucker. So I would more lower this to $249. I'm less than him. There's still $30. So this is how fucked I am, right? There's still $30. It's not a whole lot more than 10%. But it's a $30 margin. If I spend 5% on this, right? So that's $12. I would still make $17. So I personally, although I would make less than 10% on this item, I personally would snipe this So guys, this is a fucking perfect example. And you guys could, this is what I'm saying. Like I'm manually doing this shit. So I would do a number of things. I'll do one, I'll take his name. So we found this, right? I'm cheating for you guys. We know this guy's a drop shipper. And he's so first, I give you guys his name. I will take this item and snipe this item. Let me add another guy. So I added another seller. So I found a item to list, which usually I'll put a link in here. Kevin, two different sites, what? To purchase or to log in? So I found an item I would snipe live for you guys. It's not the ideal, but it's still to make a $17 profit every time it sells. Like this guy did a sponsored listing and didn't sell it. That one didn't sell. So I wouldn't snipe that one. And now I have more fucking listings under here to see if they sold. And keep fucking going. Brian, good fucking job. That's what I'm talking about. You will get the fucking sniper, the sponsored listing sniper soon. So I spend hours sniping sponsored listings. So this is this is VDXL. This is an actual fucking This is a big company. Okay, so if you bought the Destiny Light before, let me get the URL. If you bought the Destiny Light before, you should be able to fucking see your app here. I put the link, Kevin. If you want to purchase the Destiny Light, you could go to destiny.co. So Kevin, I gave you the link for the fucking login. You should have gotten an email. If you hit get started, you have two options. You could buy Destiny Light or the other Destiny. Or in the description, there's a link to where you could buy Destiny Light. Wolf, when he says it's easy meaning it's not complicated. It's not like building a fucking rocket. It's easy because I've given you all the fucking tools you need and all the possible strategy you need to fucking get the shit done. It's just sitting down and doing it. The fuck? So I just put the link to purchase the Destiny Light if you guys want. It's a 7-day trial, so you don't have to put out any money to get it. Exactly. Like this shit is basic. Fancy list that shit. Aaron, DS Genie, my software, does price changes. So you don't have to fucking be following the price. It automatically connects to your eBay account and increases and lowers the price. Wolf, you could make, okay, me personally, I've been doing this for a long time. 200 pounds a day is a lot of money. That's like $10,000 a month. That would take me 3 to 6 months. To get to $100 a day should only take you about 60 days. If you have a job, it'll be difficult to get to $10,000 a month. Anyway, guys, so talk to me. What's the deal? Any questions? I want to jump off this shit. So again, a couple things. Jesus Christ, this motherfucker has. Let me see. This would tell me if he's a dropshipper or not. This is Destiny Light, by the way. I don't get much chargebacks at all. 5,000 US a month should take you about 90 days. So he's definitely a dropshipper. Let me explain why. This motherfucker has 109,000 items and only 19,000 sales. His sell-through rate is nothing, right? Only 90 items sold. But because we have fucking Diashini, we can now see his items and see if we could snipe them. Gaming, my bad, dude, for fuck's sake. All right, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, so guys, you guys have what you fucking need. Whenever I get on this, I just showed you guys how to find a profitable sponsor listings and snipe it. So fancy, $1,000 a month could take you 30 days, dude, especially with your time. Thanks a lot, Gaiman. Especially if you have time. This shit sold 24 times. And it was sponsored. This is definitely a dropship. I've seen his fucking ass before. I've seen his fuck ass before, guys. Let me see if I could find this shit. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, God, baby. Baby. Another fucking... That motherfucker is being sponsored on a mainstay shitty ass draw. Guys are... How can you guys not make money? I'm showing you exactly what to do. It seems like that one is out of stock. Sky, not now. What color is this one? No. I need to get the color. What the fuck color is this motherfucker? But if you notice, you could come right after and open all these sponsored listing shit and see what's profitable. So Wolf, dude, if you have a fucking job in England and you can't afford $100 software and you want to make money, keep your job. Because running, and this is like the most basic ass shit. Like, where the fuck else? Like, what business you gonna start with $0 fucking dollars? Like, that drives me nuts. If you guys show me a better fucking way to make money with less fucking money, I'll stop doing what the fuck I'm doing. You have to understand that you want to be a fucking entrepreneur. Listen, you motherfuckers, I make a fuck ton of money, right? As far as I'm concerned, from where I started, I make a lot of money. I make more than $1,000 a day in the number of things that I do, right? When I started with $0 fucking dollars, $0 fucking dollars. When I was a kid, I slept on the floor, right? When I started dropshipping, I had $200 fucking dollars to my name, and I was stuck in Costa Rica with no way of leaving Costa Rica. So when you fuckers come out here, I make close to $500,000 a year now. But when you fuckers come online and talking about you don't have money to buy the software, when you live in England, US, Canada, or any of the first world countries making more than $2,000 a month, I have no fucking sympathy for you simple fucks. Mark, I need to get tax exempt. Natasha, email me about the tax exempt thing. We'll get you tax exempt and give you 2 months. I mean, value-wise, I'm a millionaire. We were offered more than $1 million for DSU already. Natasha, send me an email to mark@dsgenie, and I will get you tax exempt and maybe throw in 2 months of dsgenie with the tax exempt package. When you cunts come out of video talking about, oh, I have no money to start a business, and you're talking about $20 to $500, but you fuck asses have jobs and want to party and drink alcohol and shit, and my dumbass was sitting in a hostel for 6 months, living for free to dropship. I have no sympathy for you fucking, you motherfucker. None. So don't even post that shit in my fucking chat. You might as well stop watching the shit. Okay, admin genealogy. Do you have any issues with shipping aspects of large, heavy items? Do you just give the retailer? Yes, I give the retailer the customer's number, so the freight company will call the customer. And man, I'm not one of those like simple cunts like it takes money to make money. Pay me $10,000 for my fucking one-on-one training or for my mentorship or whatever the fuck. But for motherfucking sake, we're talking about a couple $100 for people who have fucking jobs. None of you motherfuckers are Nicaraguans living in a country that just had a civil war, making $400 a month and trying to buy software for $100. You fuckers are making more than $1,000 a month, paying more than $2 for a fucking beer, and coming on here and bitching. The fuck? Eat fucking ramen for 2 weekends. Yeah, like what the fuck, dude? Like the internet fucked you all up. Like people are watching these people on the internet talking about, yeah, make money from no money and driving Lamborghinis and shit. And then you all want some sort of system where you take my finger, put it in your asshole, wiggle it around, and when you pull it out, money's supposed to fall out your asshole. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but Wolf, if you're in England, you have 18 is no fucking excuse. Like, why the fuck do you all guys get it? It's a couple $100 fucking dollars. You could use Amazon Fancy if you find profitable items, but it'll be more difficult to find profitable items on Amazon than others. Dude, I was selling smoothies when I was 13. I was selling basketball cards. I had a signature Michael Jordan basketball card that I sold for $200 US when I was 16. It was an upper deck basketball card with a gold signature. You know what, Wolf? Don't do shit. Just stop watching my fucking videos and go complain to someone else. Like, the fuck? What do you want me to tell you? Like, nothing you say, if you're in a fucking first world country, is gonna justify me. It's gonna make me say, okay, you're right. You could be a bitch and make money. No, motherfucker. Stop being a fucking testicle. Exactly, Paul. For fuck's sake. Anyway, you guys have any more questions? Try. Listen, when I started dropshipping, I started with a small account, right? When I sold a couple items and realized it worked, I went and messaged every motherfucker I knew on Facebook that may have sold on eBay and told them, hey, motherfucker, I know how to sell some items on eBay. Please, let's partner. I'll list like a motherfucker. Because you don't have PayPal jail, you buy the shit and we split the profits half-half. And that's it. So all you fuckers who think is an excuse and to come on here and be like, I'm only 18 or I have no money or whatever the fuck. Nigga, I'm not. Why the fuck would anyone give a loan to some cunt who's not willing to go get a fucking job or mow some lawns or sell some shit from his house? Fuck. Anyway, guys, it's Saturday. You all got a live. You all got some people to snipe. And you all got something to sell. So I don't know what the fuck else you all want from me. Again, if you guys want to win Destiny for free, a free lifetime of Destiny, please follow me on Instagram, no BS drop shipping. comment on any one of the photos and say, I want Diashini, and I'll choose one of you guys to get a free Diashini account. Renata, if you have, yeah, I'm getting slim. I'm working out. Now I have a son. I can't be some fat cunt that can't play basketball. So I'm getting fit. So once this motherfucker could walk around, we could play fucking basketball. Imagine my son looking at my fat ass like, hey, my daddy is fat as fuck. He can't do shit. So I'm not playing that game. Diashini does track shit. Track items. I'm not gonna choose or not choose. Anyway, guys, go follow me on Instagram. I'll be back. I'll be back, if not tomorrow, on Monday. Have a good one. I can't believe I found a profitable sponsor listen for you guys in an hour, and you motherfuckers are complaining. Later. Stop, bro.